two, decrease the expenses. Decrease the expenses. So when we analyze a property, when you analyze a property that has multiple tenants, multiple sources of income, and multiple expenses, what we want to look at is is the income at market, below market, above market? Will we be able to raise the rents? Number two, is the building being operated efficiently where we can cut expenses? It's that simple. All right? So let's look at an actual project that one of my students bought. Let's look at what they paid. Let's look at the formulas. Let's see, as a goal, write this down. As a goal, I want to increase my income by 5% at least. 5%. Does that seem doable?
Sure.
Of course it is. If you don't think you can raise the rent by 5%, don't buy the property. And then our next goal is we want to decrease the expenses by 5%. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes. That's why we're investors. All right. By the way, for the cap rate, what you're going to do is when you're going to find these properties, and almost always through realtors, commercial realtors, they're going to give you the cap rate. But it's easy to determine the cap rate because in essence, if you look down below under cap rate, it says Hampton Apartments, Woodruff Apartments, Adams Manor, Newport Apartments. The average cap rate when you take the sales price divided by the NOI is 0.070. Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the subject properties, those 12 buildings, 0.07, which interpreted as a 7% cap rate. Now, start your calculations on multi-unit buildings with a 5% cap rate. 5% cap rate is average. The higher we get above 5%, the worse the condition of the building. The closer we get below 5%, the classier, more expensive building. So in other words, you want to buy an apartment building in Santa Monica? Don't do it. But if you're going to buy it, your cap rate's going to be 1, 2, 3%. Okay? If you want to buy a distressed building out in San Bernardino, cap rate's going to be 10, 11, 12%. Got it? So with that as a reference, let's look at, turn the page, and we see a property here at 1521 on page 44. North Sierra Way, San Bernardino, 12-unit building. Okay? Let's go to the next page. Now you're always going to receive this from the realtor who has the listing on the multi-residential building. They're going to give you this, and it's either an actual or pro forma. Actual meaning, here's the history of this building, income and expenses for the past year, 2 years, 3 years. Or it's pro forma, which is what it's projected to be in the future. So I'm going to ask you to look on page 45 for the numbers to plug in on page 44. So it says 12 units, everybody see 1521 on